Good morning, everybody. It's Hammer. Today is Monday, December 23rd, 2024. I, of course, with Originator Success here with the Daily Mortgage Rate Update, the only place on the web where you get to join me live each and every weekday morning, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, broadcasting to you on Facebook and on YouTube. If you're here live, say good morning. If you're watching the replay, don't forget to put hashtag replay in the comments. Let me know that you are here. Whether you're here live or on the replay, don't forget to smash that like button, tag in a little friend, share this post in a group. If you're on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. Go ahead and click that subscribe notification. Let's say hi to the other lovely folks who are here on a Monday morning joining me. Even though it's going to be a boring day of a boring week of a boring end of the year, we won't see much movement, but we'll go over what we got in front of us and we'll talk about it. So good morning, Mallory Fotiades. Good morning, Megan Lindberg, Mike Brown, Michael Love, Fa-la-la-la-la, Nathan Einkorn. Good morning, sir. Deb Dickinson, good morning. Almir Krivdik, good morning. Great to have you here. Let's see, Amy Blauser, good morning over on the YouTubes. Great to see you as well. If you're here this morning, say good morning. Otherwise, let's go ahead and throw the chart up and let's see what else we got going on this morning. So I'm going to go ahead and flip that on for you this morning. We've got not much going on. Mortgage-backed securities are down 4 basis points. I have the economic calendar up on the screen for you. Today, we've got, some consumer confidence stuff comes out at 10 a.m. We could see a bit of movement. Remember, we get very light trading volume now because of the reduced number of people out there trading. It's going to get very quiet. Generally, that leads to some spikes in mortgage bonds as they're kind of bouncing around a little bit as we get this stuff. But overall, it's not going to be really many big moves. Tomorrow, of course, is Christmas Eve. Markets will close at 2 p.m. They'll be closed on Wednesday. They open and run normally on Thursday and Friday. We've got our jobless claims on Thursday along with a 7-year note auction. Friday, there's really not much going on either. So it's overall a very quiet day. Not much of anything to speak of on that. So it's like I said, it's going to be a quiet day. I mean, there's really not too much to go over or talk about. It's going to be a quiet week. Generally, like I said, right before the holidays, traders are taking these last 2 weeks off. They left on Friday. We will see them come back on switch the other calendar up on the 3rd. However, and as they come back for jobless claims, but even that, it's not going to change anything that's going on. We know the Fed is unlikely to cut rates from here, but let's go ahead. Let's go over some of the other stuff and we'll talk about it. Good morning, Mr. Harry Dennis. Good morning, Dan Crowley. Great to have you here. And Nathan said the video is very choppy. Anyone else having trouble with choppy video? Everything looks crystal clear on my end. I've got my regular high-speed internet going on here. So does anyone else see choppy video? Good morning, Monica Dinkins. Happy to have you here, and let's go ahead and flop this on. I'm gonna keep doing these because consistency is key on social, especially. But there's really not much to talk about over the next few days. So anyway, 10-year Treasury yield 4.54 at the moment, and I'll put it on the 3-month. You can see that we have been testing out, and after capping out right here, 4.58 was where we hit on Thursday. It fell a little on Friday, and it's kind of just hanging there here. It's a bit choppy for Mallory. Karen said not choppy for her. I don't know. Yeah, that might be the channels. Taking a look at the Fed expectations for what we're going to see happen here. These were off the other day. Right now, we're currently at 4.25 for the Fed funds rate. Markets are pricing in just on the outskirts the idea that we could see a Fed rate cut in January, but they're not going to. It's a 91% expectation that they won't, and they're not going to. However, take a look here. Markets believe we could see a cut again in March, but when you look at the end of the year, they're also, they're not really betting that we're going to see much of a cut. I mean, 36%, there's 18% that believe we'll see no cuts, 36% believe we'll see 1, 29% believe we'll see 2, and then there's some outliers for more than that. 2 cuts is what the Fed is projecting for this year, and that's kind of where we were from. Rates are back above 7, not as high as they were on Thursday. On Friday we saw some improvement. I don't know that we saw a full 1/8 improvement. I think it's a little high. I don't think rate sheets were actually quite that good on Friday, especially when you look at, the improvement wasn't really that much. I mean, the day before, 100.34, 100.54, 20 basis points, maybe not. So good morning, Yasmin Martin. Merry Christmas. Mark Clark, great to see you. And Mallory, I knew what you meant when you said bit choppy. We're good. I knew what you meant. So what are y'all doing this week? Anyone got any loans closing between now and the end of the year? By the way, lock advice. I'm still locking everything. I still think rates are going to move. They're going to stay at this level to move higher in 2025. This is our new norm. High sixes, low sevens. This is where we're going to be. This is where we're going to settle. If we stay in this level, we'll actually be doing fine. Good morning, Tom Stafford. Merry Christmas to you too, sir. That's kind of where we're at. But does anyone have any loans closing? Anyone out working? Remember, I do have my end of year business planning session. If you didn't sign up for it yet, I like to call it a vision plan, because I think it encompasses more than just business. And, it's not like goal setting. I'm going to do this kind of a thing. That's incorporated, but really it's just having a vision for 2025. I got to tell you, after the last couple of years, things have kind of ticked down. I'm a little bummed. I didn't have a clear vision for 2024. I thought I did, but I really didn't hold to it. And I'm really going to make sure I have a focused vision for 2025. It gives you something to focus on and push for, even when things aren't doing all that great. So if you don't do this, I sent an email yesterday after the Panthers game. Panthers managed to beat the Cardinals, which I thought was great. And I sent an email out about, hey, I don't usually send emails on Sunday, and hopefully you don't spend a lot of time reading them. But if you're not signed up, sign up for the thing, because it gets through the noise on a Sunday, right? And somebody replied back to me, and they were like, oh, there's title companies and coaching companies doing this for free. And I'm like, good for them. Let them do it for free. I charge for mine. It's $67. The price is going to go up at the end of the day today to $97. And that's, maybe I'll put the price up tomorrow. But I want to make sure we give enough people. I listen. We put the price up to create urgency. That's the reason why we do it. I don't want you to pay me more. I want you to sign up. But we are going to bump the price, because if I say I'm going to do it, you got to do it, right? I follow through. But it was funny, because I'm like, other places do it for free, and if that works for you, and if there's a good one out there, then go do it. Why don't I do it for free? I do a lot for free. I do this for free. I do my written lock advice for free. But we have to keep the lights on. And also, I think there's a lot more merit. I get more serious people. We have a better session, when we do it at a fee, rather than, and I'm not charging hundreds of dollars. I'm charging $67 freaking dollars, even in an off market, even when things sucking. You got to be able to pony up $67 if that's something that's important to you. And if it's not important to you, that's fine. If you've got a plan or you got something together. What we do is a 3-part workshop. I'm not going to babble anymore about it. But anyway, I just thought it was funny. And I replied, and I was like, hey, let them be free. I'm charging. So if you want in, you got to pay. That's what I said to him. So as far as lock advice, make sure you sign up if you want our written lock advice. Yeah. The person probably watches this for free, right? Yeah, exactly. Oh, and you signed up last night. Awesome. Thanks, Tom. I'm glad that you're in, man. In-laws arrived today. Please send you some business. Mallory, $67 is a steal. Not all companies offer coaching or business planning. Exactly. So, and thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not, again, we got to keep the lights on. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not trying to get wealthy on it. But what we do for free, the email lock advice, if anybody wants it, it's going to be pretty boring this week, but we've got the email lock advice, got our text alerts as well. And if you want a reminder that I'm going live, you can always sign up at www.hmmr.io/reminder. And in the chat, I will put the business planning link. Let me pop that in the chat here. Hold on. I know I've got it here somewhere. Let me find it. There it is. So I popped it up there, and it's in there as well. And I'll throw it on since I'm going to leave it up on the screen, I'll throw that one there. So Almira, that's how you sign up. I put the link. I don't know if it goes to YouTube, or you can do hmmr.io/2025-plan, or use your phone and do this cool QR code. You can always go back and watch this on your computer. If you go to the YouTube on your computer and then use your phone and use that QR code, and you can sign up for it that way, my man. So, all right, my friends. Well, there's not going to be a lot of movement today. I don't think we have any risk of reprice. Rate sheets are going to be pretty much the same as what we saw on Friday. You shouldn't see much movement. They might be a little bit worse today because, mortgage bonds are down a bit. They lost some ground in the afternoon, and they're down a little bit today. But overall, things are going to be flat this week. We don't tend to see any big movements between now and the end of the year. It should be pretty silent here. So, it is on YouTube. All right, cool. I didn't know if it puts it in the comments because I'm using a service called Restream. So, all right, y'all. Well, listen, I'm going to be here again tomorrow on Christmas Eve. We'll have some fun. I'll have a little bit of fun tomorrow besides just talking about this stuff and, maybe we'll sit down and tell some stories and enjoy some eggnog.